Can we all agree that we are done with the winter and ready for spring? Well, most of us this year, we found ourselves pounded by the snow and abnormally cold weather. We haven't even had a chance to prepare for spring yet. Well, we've got lifestyle expert Justine Santaniello here to show us how to prepare for spring. Good morning, Justine.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Well, we are so ready to shake off those winter blues and put some spring in our step. You're going to tell us how.
Yeah, well, I always like to say new season means new start, and I think that's especially true after a long, hard winter. We're all ready to get outside and get active and focus on you for a change. It goes beyond just New Year's resolutions to put the focus on yourself and renew yourself. I think spring is really the perfect time to do just that.
Yeah, and a lot of us haven't really even had time to think about spring. It's been so cold, we don't want to go outside. So how do we cure that cabin fever we have?
Sure. Well, the weather is going to start getting better now. You're going to want to be outside, so you could be doing easy things like picnics or going to the park for the day, or you could be doing bigger spring excursions, as I like to call them. You could be hiking or camping. You just want to make sure that if you are going to do an excursion like that, that you are prepared, that you're prepared for the elements, things like sunburns and poison ivy and mosquito bites. We all tend to get those this time of year as the weather starts to warm up, so you want to make sure that you do have a treatment on hand like this Tricom. Now, this is an anti-itch, over-the-counter hydrogel. Now, this is actually 5 times more effective than a steroid-based hydrocortisone, and because it's steroid-free, you don't have to deal with the side effects like skin discoloration and thinning. It absorbs really fast into the skin. There's no greasy residue, and you can use this on ages 2 and up. So it's also perfect if you're taking, let's say, a family trip.
That looks great, actually. I was just thinking, also you have some sunglasses there, and I was thinking it's hard for me to think about the sun right now, but we should be thinking about our skin. We should also be thinking about our eyes, right?
100%. As the weather starts to warm up and you're having a lot of sun exposure, you do want to make sure that you are wearing things like hats to protect your scalp, which we often don't think about. You want to be wearing protective eye gear because those are the areas of the skin that we tend to forget about that are still very sensitive.
Now, when we're thinking about spring, sometimes we're thinking about new and budding things, and something else that's always budding is technology. I see that you have some tech to show us about for spring as well.
Yeah, well, going outside goes beyond just the fun stuff. This is the perfect time of year to take your work outdoors with you. You just pack up your work bag so you make sure you have everything you need. You don't have to go back and forth inside and outside. You want to make sure that everything's really lightweight, easy to handle, and that is why I love this guy here. This is the Intel-powered Lenovo Yoga 3 Pro. Now, this is the ultimate convertible device. It goes from laptop to tablet to tent and stand, and the Intel processor inside. That's what's going to give you that really long battery life, faster internet speeds, and you can see it's really sleek and lightweight, so it's easy to take with you no matter where you're traveling to this spring.
Easy to take with you, and you can have that in one hand and maybe that yoga mat in the other.
Yeah, exactly. This is the fun stuff. I like to say for spring, for the new season, focusing on you for a change. So what is it that you want to be doing now that you didn't get to do all winter long? Whether that's doing yoga outside for a class or with your friends, going to the local farmer's market and picking up the latest produce, maybe that book that you've been dying to read, reading it outdoors instead of cooped up inside, doing whatever it is that you love that you didn't get to do in the winter, because before you know it, it's going to be winter again.
Well, don't make us think about that. We're just too excited about the new season. Justine Santaniello, thank you so much for being our lifestyle expert and telling us how we can get rid of those winter blues. We need that spring in our step.
I agree. Thank you, Kate.
Thanks, Justine. Now, there's more Let's Talk Live, so don't go away.